I told y'all from the jump that DDG and his fans are way too locked in on Halle Bailey and her new man. Listen to this. And I already knew this situation was only going to spiral from here. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hold up. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope y'all are having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, positivity, blessings, and good energy to every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So anything I say is alleged and based on my very personal opinion. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes. Some quick housekeeping items. So today, we're talking about DDG because his fans are obsessed with Halle. They are obsessed with her new man, Scott Bridgway. They are hate farming like crazy. They were hating outside of the Grammys because they couldn't even get in. And the foolishness of Black Boy Max trying to stir up hate in a random Twitch chat yesterday was beyond ridiculous. I didn't even want to repost some of the things I saw, but I will describe what I saw because it was nasty, period. So people are using AI to basically Photoshop Halle Bailey's red carpet looks from the Grammys. They're alleging she blew up and having Grok or AI compare her to Lizzo. You guys, that is next-level parasocial behavior. That's trolling, harassment, cyberbullying, the whole 9 yards. Then you've got people still tweeting to this day, calling Halle Bailey a rapist. You guys, calling Halle Bailey a rapist, and that is absolutely disgusting. And then y'all are trying to throw shade at her man, and I don't know why, because he's just gonna block you. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to be seen like DDG. He's not trying to be in the headlines like DDG. He's not chasing clout or fame. He's focused on making hot beats, making hits, and winning Grammys, something your fave cannot do. Something your fave DDG cannot do. Where are his Grammys? Where was Playboy Max's Grammy that he was nominated for yesterday? Y'all really have lost the plot. And by y'all, you know exactly who I'm talking to. The ones spreading hate across every social media platform, sending disgusting messages about Halle Bailey. Halle has moved on. Why can't y'all let it go? Why can't y'all accept the DDG and Halle are done? I even saw y'all after the whole DDG and India Love situation fell apart, like I said it would, having the nerve, the audacity to spread fake reunion rumors, saying Halle and DDG got back together for the sake of their child. You mean the child that DDG allegedly barely sees? Let's really talk about it. You want to talk about the child DDG barely sees? Because when is he seeing him if he's streaming 24/7 on supposed visitation days? It's not clicking for y'all that being chronically online and pushing fake narratives is doing damage. And it says a lot about DDG, knowing full well Halle has moved on, knowing full well she's on the Grammy's red carpet with her man, and you're sitting back allowing your fans to drag your child's mother? That is disrespectful. It is disgusting. It is out of bounds. It is completely uncalled for. And some of y'all say, Anonymous, I don't think DDG supports that. Oh, he supports it. Want to know why? Let me tell you. Guess what DDG tweeted? Guess what he posted? He tweeted a few hours ago the following, and let's get into it. DDG said, streamers are richer and more influential than traditional celebrities. Who is he talking about? What are you really trying to say? Because last time I checked, your ex is a celebrity. So are you shading Halle Bailey? Are you saying you're more relevant, more rich? Make it make sense. And it's tone deaf to tweet that after the Grammys, after all the positivity, after Kendrick Lamar and his team was celebrated, after all the positive interviews Halle was doing. And if you watched the Grammys, you saw another trailer for Halle's new movie coming out in a few months. Everything was positive, but some of you streamers are addicted to negativity. You're obsessed with hate farming. You're obsessed with imaginary beef just for content, and it's exhausting. Black Boy Max is acting scared of Halle's new man, talking about, oh, I can't do anything out of respect for DDG, like DDG was even at the Grammys. What are we doing? This is childish. This is beneath grown people. And then y'all are trying to downplay Grammy wins, talking about only 60% of producers get Grammys. Do you even know how many songs Scott Bridgway produced? Do you know his name is officially listed? Do you know he's receiving a Grammy? Why y'all acting obtuse? Why y'all acting slow on purpose? I told y'all earlier, Scott Bridgway was on that stage before the telecast, standing with the other producers, saying, "We made this GNX album. We are the main players." I told y'all months ago he was nominated for 5 Grammys. 5 out of 9 categories Kendrick was nominated in, and Scott Bridgway was credited on all 5, and he walked away with 3 of them.
What is not clicking, for real? Listen to this. Y'all are so hurt that Halle Bailey leveled up, and it's showing. In your minds, she was supposed to stay tied to DDG forever, stuck in drama, stuck in chaos, stuck dealing with his nonsense. You really thought she was never going to move on, never going to grow, never going to choose peace over mess. And now the DDG hasn't found anyone on her level, hasn't been able to get into the same rooms she opened for him, hasn't found somebody as kind, as genuine, as happy as Halle. Y'all are mad. She's not nicer than Halle. She's not a sweetheart like Halle. She's not glowing and living her life like Halle is. So instead of healing, y'all choose hate. I saw y'all under Halle's tweets. She and her man are posting about how happy they are. She's feeling good. She's showing off her Grammy looks, living her best life. And y'all can't stand it. You cannot handle it. Because in your minds, her happiness means DDG fumbled. But you won't say that out loud, will you? You won't publicly admit that DDG dropped the ball. So instead, you hate Farm Halle and try to drag her man. But guess what? They don't care. They're not losing sleep over trolls. You're not ruining their joy. The internet is not real life. In real life, Halle and Scott are happy and thriving. That's reality. And Scott doesn't need to live online like DDG to sell a fake image. He doesn't need to push narratives. And it's funny because DDG keeps trying to put himself in the same category as Kai Cenat. And that is wild. Like, what are we doing? The arrogance is crazy. The narcissism is loud. The audacity is unmatched. The nerve to think you're even in that lane. When Kai left, a lot of these streamers fell apart. They didn't know what to do with themselves. At least when India Love was around, DDG was distracted for a minute, even though he was still stalking Chloe's life, sending gifts, watching her moves, being weird, watching who she dated, watching Burna Boy, watching everybody. Any connection to the Bailey sisters, and suddenly he was right there. Strange behavior, very strange. And now, after the Grammys, every time something positive happens for Halle, here come the fans. Here come the haters trying to ruin the moment, trying to steal her shine. She already told y'all she's happy. She told y'all she's good. She told y'all she's Gucci. And y'all still can't accept it. You can't take it. She told you she's that girl. She told you she's at peace. And it bothers you. It really does. Because I'm trying to understand something. A couple that broke up years ago, end of 2024. And here we are in 2026. And y'all are still tracking every move. Still watching. Still obsessed. They moved on. They're in new relationships. They're happy. Her man is successful. So why all this hate? Why all these lies? Why all these fake accusations? Because let's be real, if any of that had truth, she wouldn't have custody of her child. Think. Y'all aren't even thinking anymore. You're so deep in hatred that logic left the building. You don't even hear yourselves. You're mad because she left DDG and chose herself. He didn't treat her right, so why would she stay? And the hate farming, the fake stories, the AI edits trying to make her look unhealthy, trying to embarrass her, it's disgusting. It's too much, way too much. And I'll keep saying it. This starts and ends with DDG. The fact that he won't shut it down says everything. There are receipts of him encouraging this, receipts of him talking about her private life, receipts of him feeding the fire. So until he stops it, this won't stop. But I'm going to keep calling it out every time. Enough is enough. Every time she shines, I'm tired of having to address this. When will y'all leave her alone? Seriously, when will you let her live? So with that being said, hype the video. That's it. That's all. End of the road. End of the line. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and I'll talk to y'all again real soon.